Hello my friends, how are we all doing? Welcome to a brand new stream. It's a big day in the world of Planet Zoo. How are we all doing? Hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday, I want to say. It's already that part of the week where I do not know what day it is. It's been a mad one, my friends, a real mad one. What I'm going to do is start loading that wrong one. Oh god, it's going to take ages now to get the game loaded because I've just loaded the wrong one. Basically, I've been working on something special, but we're not going to be looking at that today. Sumnut, how are you doing? Lexi, how you doing? Katie, how are you doing? Good to have you all in the chat. But yeah, big day. The new DLC has been released. Anyone played with the DLC at all yet? To those that have got Planet Zoo, do let me know if you have. A few people I've seen in the community are a bit disappointed at the lack of pieces. But what I would say is the mechanics are very new with some of the animals and the way they move. I think a lot more work's gone into the animals than it has the piece count and stuff. But the pieces that we have got, I think, are very fascinating. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, Katie, that's pretty cool. Playing along, are you? But yeah, it did completely glitch my game out though. I will throw that out there. I'm going to be showing you something that a member of the community has made for us and Jamii Conservation Park, which is pretty exciting. That's going to be cool. Fair. Yeah, mine crashes every now and then, Alexi. Especially, I think it just happens to a lot of us that have got very big projects, basically, that we're working on. It happens, and it's one of those things that we can't get around. So yeah, we just have to put up with it, don't we? I'm going to be talking all things DLC probably for the first 15 minutes. Peter, how are you, my friends? Good to have you here. Yeah, probably for the first 15 minutes, going to talk all things new DLC. I'm going to probably talk for 5 or 10 minutes about some improvements we're going to be making to an area of the zoo because of the new DLC. And then I guess we'll get cracking, and we're probably going to stream till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. The podcast isn't happening now this evening. It usually happens on a Tuesday after this, but one, Luke isn't available this evening, and two, myself and Darren have just got crazy stuff going on at the minute. Katie's not very well, which has meant the baby, obviously we've had to think about her. My mum's having her this evening, which is really nice of my mum to take the weight off us a little bit. But on top of that, you know, Darren's got stuff going on tomorrow, so he wants to get a good night's sleep, so there's no podcast today. So yeah, and I've got graphics work coming out of my bottom. Yes, I'm inundated basically, and because Katie and the baby have not been feeling that great, I've kind of been playing Dr. Dan, and I've got a little bit behind with my work. So yeah, it's one of those things. But we're still going to stream for a good couple of hours today because I want to make some improvements. Leanne, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to have you here. For those that replied to me on the Discord about stuff for my Twitch, basically it was a bit premature. I can only make one emote, so I think my emote, I'm going to spoil it now, it's probably going to be Rolo. It's going to be his little face, and then the badge, the loyalty badge, is going to be something else which I'm going to think about. No, you didn't miss anything, Pete. Unfortunately, I couldn't do yesterday's Dagenham stream because I was trying to finish some graphics work, mate. Basically, it was really important piece for a client that needed to be finished for today. So instead, I cancelled the stream and just worked through the night. So yeah, it's just been it's just been crazy, to be honest with you, mate. It's good though, like it's a good crazy, isn't it? Because, you know, as someone who's freelance and working for myself, I need the work. I need the work to be making the money. So it's a good crazy, but yeah, it just kind of got in the way a little bit. But yeah, the Football Manager stuff is going to be back tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is going to be back tomorrow. We're definitely going to stream tomorrow for a few hours. And then potentially on Friday, to kind of replace the stream that I didn't do. But the YouTube Football Manager series kicks off proper tomorrow. I did put a schedule out on the new channel, Pete, in case you're interested. Football Manager is going to go out 3 days a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Joe, how are you doing? Joran, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. I've had a bit of a boo-boo here. We're probably going to be in this screen for another 10 minutes or so. I've tried to load up a huge special project that I've been working on, and yeah, it's stuck. And I'm going to then have to load the thing we're actually going to be working on today. So it's one of those things. Right, this one's loaded. I need to come out of this one though. Alright. Load zoo. 24 point. Yeah. Yeah, 24.1 is the one I want. Yeah, okay, that's it. So yeah, we're probably going to be another 5 minutes or so. How much RAM does my current PC have? 32 gig of RAM, I believe, Pete. I believe it's a very powerful PC, really powerful PC, and because of you kind people with the patrons and the subs and the stuff I've been doing, it's actually going to be getting sent away in the new year and updated a little bit. We're actually going to upgrade it to make it even better, basically. But yeah, but as basically I should be, for streaming, to really run a stream flawlessly, you want to run a 2 PC setup. You want to run the stream off of one PC, and then you want to run your gaming off the other. You obviously want the more powerful system to be for your gaming, but basically your processor has to work really hard to do it off one. There are settings that will alleviate some of the pressure, but a 2 PC setup is actually more ideal for streaming. And I don't know if you can see behind me over there is a PC. That was my first PC. I'm actually thinking about emptying that out and building something that's powerful enough to run the stream and doing a 2 PC setup. So yeah. What is your favourite animal from the pack so far? I've had a little look some now. I've not really had a chance to really mess around with it that much. Everybody's favourite that I've seen seems to be the otter. Everybody that got the DLC early from Frontier seems to have done an otter habitat, which is absolutely amazing. I did see Simply Savannah did a fantastic seal habitat. That was really cool. But yeah, I've not really looked at them enough. The seals do look cool. They do look great. And I gotta say, the caiman, which is not getting enough love off of people, is beautiful. The textures, the colour patterns, everything is really nice. So yeah, I'm cool with the pack, man. Some people are really annoyed that it's cost $7.99 and they haven't got half as many pieces and stuff, but you know, it's one of those things. They can't repeat. Like, you got to think the mechanics they've had to work on. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it, Sander? Really nice in the game. I think the snapshot doesn't do it justice. When you actually see it moving around and swimming and stuff, like, it's pretty cool. But yeah. It's really cool. It's those little attentions to detail, Lexi. Those small attentions to detail are what make it. And I think I would much rather they spend those attention to detail than just giving us pieces for the sake of pieces. The water slug. It's good to hear. Good to hear they're enjoying it, Leanne. But yeah, we are gonna talk about it in a moment when it loads. Do you know what's mad is I've got a sandbox where I just build stuff in and I save it and then move it into projects or potentially it's something I want to put on the workshop. It's so weird how a brand new zoo, literally, loads up in the blink of an eye. But a massive project like Jamii can just take a little while. So yeah, it's really, but yeah, it's cool. I like it. I really like it. Yeah, they do. They do, definitely, Sarah. I'm going to throw it out there, though. You can get it cheaper. I am in no way sponsored by CD Keys, but they are doing really, really good prices on a lot of this stuff at the moment. I got it in English. It was they're $7.99. I got it for $6.49 today. Yeah, that new glass door is something that not a lot of people probably would have picked up on either, Lexi. But I got a lot of positive feedback from Sunday's episode. Really appreciate it if you've watched it and if you have left a comment. Lots of likes, lots of really, really cool comments. Few people picked up on a few little bits of detail that we probably need to touch upon. One in particular was potentially protection for the trees, because grizzlies will, ruin the trees and stuff. So, yeah, there was that, and there was a few other little things. Not a fan of all the water being blue. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I did put some stuff in and it didn't look that blue. Or do you mean you would rather be able to have the ability to have it so it's a bit different? A bit different. Bryn, how are you, my friend? Good evening to you. We are getting there. I feel like I've been in the intermission screen forever. We've been in like 15 minutes or so, just chatting away. But that's the stream. That's the stream. Oh, it's much bluer. Oh, okay. I didn't take enough notice. I don't know. I guess the water is maybe, I don't know. It needs to be that way. What with the animals swimming a bit more in it? Who knows? Who knows? But it's good. It's good to read that so many of you have purchased the DLC and are really enjoying it. That's the main thing. In my opinion. It's getting there, Sumner. It's getting. I've actually loaded like two zoos, so I loaded the wrong project first, basically, and it's as big as Jamii. Yes, if you can believe that. Okay, I think this is the right one now. Let's pause it. Yes, it is the right one, my friends. So I'm going to zoom right out. Going to give you a good overview. Right. Let's get into it. Oh, it does that every time, doesn't it? I need to change that hotkey, basically. Right, this is Jamii Conservation Park. We all know it so well. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful project. Yeah, I know that, Sander. I've already, not only did I see your comment on the Discord, but I've obviously had a look in the game. I have had a little look today and had a little mess around with some stuff, and I do think that a lot of the ideas we've all been throwing around just would not work. So yeah, it's one of those things. Hiya, Christian, how you doing? How you doing, Kim? Good to have you here. Not a problem that you're lurking. We don't mind the lurkers. I was thinking about. I'm not sure what that means, Joran. Like something mobiles and hats at the wolf and bears enclosures. I'm not sure what that means. But yes, anyway, we're going to talk DLC first, okay? Let's talk DLC first because I think it's only fair. A brand new DLC has come out. We'll use this big square over here, I think. I probably should have just done this on a blank canvas where it would have loaded nice and quickly, but we'll just take a quick look at the key pieces. What I think are the key pieces anyway, alright? We've been given some amazing stuff. What are we suggesting, that it needs to be 4 meters so that the animals will dive? Is that what you are saying, Sarah and Lexi? Basically, Sumna, I'm going to let it run a little longer. At the moment, it's very, very close between this zone here and then the zone which was like a bunch of different stuff. It's really, really close, but I'm going to let it run until tomorrow and I'll reveal which zone we've picked next time. I have moved the game on 10 years because whatever zone we picked, we were going to move forward 10 years. So I've already done that, and you'll see we've doubled our money. So it's really important. The game does need to move forward from time to time. And yeah, we've doubled our money. Oh, right, okay. That's the thing. Brand new terrain requirements. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't notice this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if I was to click on here, oh yeah, depth, water depth requirement. That's actually pretty cool. 170 meters squared. Huh. That is new. I didn't notice that earlier. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. By the way, if we wanted to, the grey seals could go in North America, or near that area. They're gonna have their own. They're gonna have their own space. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But they could also go, you know, in Europe and Scandinavia. So there you go. What was the other animals? Diamondback turpin. Turpin? Don't know how I said it like that. Oh god. Mind blank. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's actually cool. Did you have a look at the seal sanctuary I sent on Discord, Dan? I know we're busy away with Jamii. What a side project when Jamii's driving you mad. I haven't had a chance to look at it, Kim, but thank you for sending it. I have got it on there. I'm going to take a look, but I am going to do. I might potentially do it this evening. Once I finish this little graphics job I've got to do. I might actually sit and do a special project and release it this week because I want to use this DLC. I would like to make a mini project using just the DLC and release it as a video. So yeah, a bit of a spoiler there. I was just going to do it, but it's a bit of a spoiler there for those that are here. I might do that. It's not that Jamii drives me out. It's just nice to do other things. I don't think I make the most of the whole game from time to time because I have got into this groove of just doing Jamii because I enjoy the project so much. I enjoy the fact that we all sit, we have a chat, and we have a bit of a laugh with it. And then I just love getting it all together for that Sunday episode. But yeah, I'll definitely have a look at that, Kim. The turtle is probably the only exhibit animal I've been excited for. It's the only one local to where I live. And it was deciding trying to make it look full educational section without native species. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the terrapin because I think we're going to be able to do something pretty cool with it. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty cool, the depth thing. That I didn't know that, so that is pretty cool. So if we just take a quick look, I'm hoping you can see the majority of the stuff. I know some of it will be blocked because of my camera. But these decals are really, really cool. These fake bits of tree and wood are amazing. I think these are going to get used a lot. And I'm going to throw it out there now. Yeah, I know I am, Andrew. I don't do anything by the book, mate. Anyone that's been watching me long enough knows that I do it like a idiot, basically. I didn't actually want to reveal that full stop, but I have. It's just because I'm just so excited for this DLC, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool though, Kim, because I think everybody's gonna do. I think everybody is gonna use this DLC, and they're probably gonna do really like. And I don't want to I don't want this to sound harsh, but they're just probably going to do very like plush American style stuff, a bit like SeaWorld and that, where it is very glam. And I guess like a British one, it's just going to be a bit more low key. So yeah, no, it's cool. I'll definitely have a look at it. It might be something a bit different to do. Could be a few of the new plants could be in a tropical. I'll be sure to give that a look. But yeah, I think these are going to be a really nice piece. I really love these. I really love these barrier pieces. These are lovely. I think these will get used a lot, like all over the zoo. I think they'll get used a lot. Let's just get rid of this, so I got a bit of space, so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think they'll get used a lot. I'm not going to go through every single piece. I'm just going to go through my favourite pieces. These are really cool. I think these are a really amazing piece. These are all definitely going to get. See, this is the stuff. This is the stuff. Oh right, yeah. That's yeah. The thing is, were you saying that for the bear and the wolves? The thing with it is, I don't need to do it there because at no point can they actually drop stuff over. I think there's only a couple of places where they can. So yeah, I don't think I need to do that on the bears and that. But yeah, all these are really, really cool. I really like all this stuff. I think this is going to be quite like it's going to be nice to use all this. But these I think these are what people are really excited about. There are some like tropical ones. I already want to update the original Reptarium. With all this stuff, because at the end of the day, I think these are really nice, but they're a bit cheesy, and I think that's what the original Jamii was all about. It was like an old school sort of reptile rescue centre that was a little cheesy, didn't have a lot of money and whatnot, and so I do quite like all this stuff. So I might use a lot of this. This is a really cool piece. This is a really, really cool piece. It's just a bit of foliage on wood, prefabbed for you. It's just nice to fill gaps when you do fake rocks and whatnot. I think that's a really, really nice piece. We've got bubbles here, a new bubble effect for under the water. This is something we've all wanted for ages. Any of us that play it have wanted this for ages. It's a wooden prefab piece that you can change the colour on, gang. We've been wanting that for ages. Absolute ages we've been wanting that for. And we finally got it. So, yeah, that's pretty tasty. Really happy with that. But, yeah, essentially, I'm just going through my favourite pieces. These are really, really cool. So these are like the prefabbed waterfall pieces. Sylv, how are you? Welcome, my friends. These are the prefab waterfall pieces. So as you can see, there's water on the top. So this is where the water would go, and then it is just a gentle, like the water falls down nice and gentle. Now this is amazing for just making just such like it's amazing for making your waterfalls look more clean. So yeah, that's the one. Have you seen the zoo they film in the UK? Have sea lions along the boat ride? Yeah, that's at Longleat, Kim. Hey, that's good. That's good, Sil. That's good. stick the food in them, and you get 5 minutes to yourself. That's exactly how it should be done. Yeah, that's Long Lake Kim, which is actually really amazing. And they've also got the gorillas on an island, haven't they? That's why they do that boat trip. So yeah, this is pretty amazing. Really, really like this piece. I think this is going to get used a lot by a lot of people because you're going to be able to make really clean waterfalls now. So yeah, there's that. There are lots of other pieces. I'm just doing it by the pack first, and then I'll try and find all the other bits and bobs because there are some really amazing things. New bin, new bench. I really like this one. Really, really like this one. I'm actually thinking of changing the ones that we've got in the Reptarium to this because I really like them, and this is really beautiful. This this canopy, really nice. Yeah, it's the one on BBC Two daily, isn't it, or BBC One? But yeah, that's actually a really cool little series. That Kate Humble and Ben Fogle in it. They are the presenters. I watched that. See, you can tell I watch it, can't you? So yeah, there's that. All the other bits are not part of the DLC. I have to remember this. Nature-wise, this is what you're getting in the DLC. So this is the fake flexi rock. This is the fake flexi rock. So you're going to be able to change the colour of this stuff, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'll just show you. You can change the colour. So whatever colour you want, and you can just go really garish with it if you want. I have an idea for this that I'm going to run past you today. But yeah, you've got steps. You're going to be able to make really fantastic enclosures using it, basically, as seen in the trailer. These are the only plants that are included on the new DLC, but there are more plants than this. So yeah, it's weird that we've got these plants here and then we got more plants elsewhere, but the plants are not. These are, oh my god, they're so nice, so nice. Like, I think I might play some of these in the wild gardens. You see these a lot. Me, Kate, and my mum, before Littleton was born, we went to one of the royal gardens. It was a bit of a drive, but it was really beautiful, and there was lots of that. So yeah, they're really nice. And then you've got all of your underwater plants, which is amazing. I think a lot of this will need to be added to a lot of the water that we've got in the zoo to bring it to life a bit more. Barriers, you got this new barrier, which is pretty cool. Got this new one. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use it, I'm going to be honest, because I do just prefer the glass and then decorating the glass. But as Lexi said, you've got this new glass door, which honestly is a very small thing, but that is so beautiful, especially when you think about enclosures that I build a lot of these enclosures where that door will be inside a building. So if you've got a glass partition that goes from one bit to another, I just think that's a really cool piece to have. I really like it. Got a lot of time for it. That's really nice. But there's, like I say, there's not a lot of pieces in the new DLC. You know, like if I can scroll here. That's it. Basically, there isn't a lot, and that's what a lot of people have got the ump with, is that there isn't a lot of pieces. But if you look at the pieces we've got, they are going to be used a lot, especially the flexi color wood. I think these background pieces are going to be used all over the place. There's this slate roof stuff they've given us. They've given us this slate roof. I actually think is really cool, especially as it's flexi color. So you can change this to all different shades of like browns and reds and whatnot, and you'll be able to get like really cool look on it. So like already that's a piece that I would actually use because I can change the color, and it's just easier basically to use because it's flexi color. And that's just what I prefer. I prefer having the option to change things a bit more. Yeah, we've got all these pieces. The lights are really cool. These will definitely be used a lot, I think, in the water areas and stuff that I and other people build. A few more statues. As you can see, penguins. A lot of the otter ones are really nice as well. Cayman ones are pretty cool. These are actually cool, because I think we could probably make something for this to go in the Reptarium, because we've not had anything like this before. So that's pretty amazing. But yeah, there's just lots and lots of really, really good stuff. And then on top of that, there are more updates. So you will see this now, lettering. They've given us a bunch of new fonts actually in game. Some of them are nicer than others. I'm gonna throw it out there. Some of them are a lot nicer than others, but they're pretty cool nonetheless. Like this is, it's quite generic, but it's just nice to have lettering in the game that we will all use. Just so nice. And there's a section for it. You can find it really easy, which is it might sound silly, but that's a really good little thing to put in the game. I wish there was a way of finding the new stuff, not the new DLC stuff, but the new stuff that's been put in the just been put in the game as part of the update. Because I'm sure there's a bit more than just what I've seen, but obviously the obvious thing is, of course, if I turn this off, you've got the water temperature regulator one. And then also you've got the staff talk. The staff talk jobby. Where'd it go? In here. You got this staff talk thing. So yeah, they're the obvious ones. But I'm sure there is more stuff. There is more stuff basically. I'd love a new stuff filter. Yeah, it would help. I really like that they add before you had to search. Yeah. It's just this nice little things that they do to just make the game a lot easier to sort of navigate, basically. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff in that DLC, along with the animals. Obviously, the animals are what everybody gets really excited about. So, the caiman look like so. I'm gonna try my hardest in today's stream to get the caiman in the zoo. That's a big one. Might try and get the terrapins in as well if I can. So yeah, you got the caimans, which are pretty cool. I like them a lot. You've got the giant otters, which everybody is doing. You've got the grey seals. So yeah, this is kind of how they look, gang, on the screen. I have a seal enclosure that I want to use as reference for when we get round to it. But yes, I did see someone say that the prefab jetties are stunning, and that is a lot of help. Like, it really is. Like, you don't realise just what a help that is, but the fact we got pre-made jetties is pretty cool. And the thing is, you probably need them for the animals to use them, so it's just nice that they've thought that through. But yeah, you've got all of these sort of pieces as well. But yeah, that's the DLC, my friends. I'm not going to go through it too much more because, as I've already kind of given away, I am going to be doing a nice little special project using the DLC that will hopefully go out at some point this week. I'm not going to promise it this week. It might be the early part of next week, but I'm going to try and get it out this week, special little project for you. But now we're going to talk about Jamii, basically. Now, majority of you will have seen Sunday's episode. If you've not, didn't go out on Sunday. It went out yesterday. So basically, I've moved forward 10 years, gang. I haven't unlocked the new zone though yet, because I'm going to just let it run for the rest of today into tomorrow, and then I'll count up the votes and I'll unlock the new zone then. But something I noticed, and I need to talk to you guys about this. Something I noticed during the course of moving the game forward, I just let it play at regular speed. So what I did is I had it on my screen while I was working on stuff. So I was working away and I was just keeping an eye on it, basically. And I just kept moving it from time to time to just see the way the zoo worked. In real speed, in normal speed, basically. Not sped up or anything like that, just in normal speed. I just wanted to see how it worked. People don't go to the wild dogs and they don't go to the grizzlies and the wolves. Now, I don't know if this is a design flaw or if this is because of the space between the entrance and those exhibits, or if it's a prestige problem. When you look at the zoo and you go to the animals, you can search by appeal basically. Now, the animal with the best appeal is the jaguars. No surprise, they are the most popular animal at the zoo, and they are probably earning us the most through donations and all sorts. So the jaguars are the most important. Then, surprisingly, you've got the anteaters. Now, the grizzly is next. So you would assume that people would be moving out this way. But I think people are just getting too tired, and it's nothing to do with benches or anything like that. There's lots of that stuff placed. I just think we need to put something up here to force people this way. Because at the minute, they're kind of making it to here. They're having food and then they're turning around, and they're not really, making the most of it up here. I'm kind of looking at the water and seeing if it is any more blue. And also, we're getting a similar problem with the wild dogs. People are kind of coming this way, and they will stop every now and then and take a look. Like, they're kind of mugging me off at the minute because they are all here having a look. But the distance there isn't as far. So I am now starting to feel like potentially going down the avenue of, what Night Clive said. Not doing it the way Night Clive suggested, but going down that avenue and having a few different routes into this part of the zoo rather than just doing this loop, because at the minute that's not working for us. Also, as well, I am thinking about putting just a train in that just goes from A to B. It doesn't do a loop. I want it to go from A to B and back again, literally, just so we've got different ways to get people around. We need to find a way to ferry people up to these areas, because I thought it was an appeal thing, but as you can see, the grizzlies are quite high up on the appeal. But it's weird to me that, the camels and stuff are like a lot more popular than wolves. Like everything. Look how much stuff is more popular than the wolves. We're talking about some of the reptiles are more popular. The wolves are really, really low down. And so, yeah, it's one of those things. Now, at the end of the day, if we place the seals up here, I guarantee people would come up here. I guarantee people would come up this way. Because they're going to be one of those 5-star animals, and then they would probably look because they're coming this way. But at the minute, they're just not. It's a bit strange. Can't really work it out, but yeah, it is what it is. DLC is a lot less than the others build-wise. Yeah, I that's what I think, Kim. I think they've spent so much time trying to tweak the mechanics and just give us. The thing is, Eben got in touch with me. I talk to Eben a lot, like a lot. Like, he really looks out for the channel, and really, to be fair to Eben, helps me a lot. Basically, I'm actually gonna be revealing something. Someone that Eben put me in touch with. I'm gonna be revealing something for this build. As a result of Eben just reaching out and saying, "Try this guy. He might be able to help you out." But basically, he was saying to me that there aren't as many pieces, and that some people have got a bit of an issue with it, but he said the pieces we have got are vital and they're very, very good, and I think that's the best way to sum it up. I think that is the best way to sum it up, is that they are pieces that we've probably been wanting from the very beginning, especially the flexi rock, that it does look fake, and you're going to make those things are going to be made to look a lot more realistic and stuff now. So yeah, it is important. But yeah, I think the mechanics of trying to make these animals dive and swim and look more realistic in the water has taken a lot more time, and the time that it deserved, and that's probably why. And we got some really good animals as well. What about a monorail? If I can find some examples of monorails in a UK zoo, then yeah, I would consider it some. No, I think they might have one at Chester. Chester's a huge zoo, so yeah, it might be good to look at. Could do a silt and polar bear complex with a new concourse area above the current NA section. Yeah, I think that's true actually, Kim. I think that is true. So you're suggesting just up this way, Andrew, basically. Yeah, I wouldn't be against that at all. I I think we're going to have to come this way because we haven't actually got too much more room up here. And Africa's going to be over here, so I do want to try and loop back if possible. Pretty sure Chesn't had a monorail. But no, but end of the day, Rad Panda, if it's got one, then I'll be definitely sure to check it out. Because I like to have references to work from the places that I'm working at, if that makes sense. So because it's a UK zoo, I like to use a lot of references from UK zoos. Yeah, it is. It is. You know, any zoo you go to, they've got a train in them, haven't they, Kim? Even if it's I think it was a Colchester. The train isn't on tracks. It's like I guess you could say it's I don't know, like it's like battery operated or something like. I've got a motor basically, and it goes along the pavement instead, and it's got rubber wheels, but it's still like shaped like a train with the trailers and whatnot, which is really cool. So yeah, we've got that. So yeah, we've got a little issue with getting people up here at the minute. It is a surprise to me because there's a restaurant here. There's plenty of seating. There's plenty of places they can go. Someone did suggest we build a toilet up here, which I think we need, a toilet block up here. And then we could join that toilet block onto some more null exhibits here. I'd like to put a staff path in and take it that way across another bridge. Might seem excessive, but if we are going to put the animal hospital over here, I think it makes sense to have all these points of call into the big animal hospital. So I think another toilet block in up here with some vending machines might pull people this way as well. And then yes, some null exhibits here. I think that will finish this area off really nice. Can I send a video of still enclosure? Send it in the Planet Zoo chat section on Discord, Drawing. That wouldn't be a problem at all. Even a huge park with 2 lakes as a train. So the kids, yeah, they're just everywhere in this country, aren't they? Toilet block with the bears in the woods. Yeah. By the way, someone left a comment. 2 weeks ago on the original North American video saying it'd be really fun if you did a toilet with a sign above it. About bears crapping in the woods, essentially. I laughed. I said, this comment, yeah, it's funny. Sunday's episode rolls around, and obviously I put this out. I put it to everyone. And they gave me stick, basically, because apparently I only take notice of the people in the streams. What they don't realise is Jamii started 4 months before I started streaming. So take that, my friend. Yeah, he gave me a stick about, you didn't listen to my comment. I'm gutted you didn't listen to my idea. And then, I was very polite. I was very polite about it, though. I just said, look, this is a family-friendly channel and stream, and I don't think it'd be very realistic of a zoo to have a sign above the door saying bears really do crap in the woods. I just don't think it would. But they were very angry. They were very annoyed, to the point that I replied to them, and yeah, they gave me more stick. But yeah, I don't really want to have to explain myself in future. I put something on the community page. If you want to take a look at it, please do. We've always had good vibes with this series, and I want it to continue. We're 6 months deep into this zoo. I would like to go for like another, 4 or 5 months till it's complete. So just keep the cool vibes. I guess with every channel, as it grows, there's always going to be one more on. That wants their naming lights and their 15 seconds of fame. It didn't work because unfortunately I'm sarcastic, and on this occasion was just a little bit too clever for you. Kim, at the end of the day, my point in the community post was not everybody's comment is going to work, especially from a realistic standpoint. Not everybody's comment's going to work. Not everybody, and the thing is as well, like I don't. It sounds like I'm tooting my own trumpet and being a bit big-headed, but I get anywhere between 60 and 150 comments on a video. Every single episode that goes out with those Sunday sessions. That's a lot of comments for me to go through and reply to. And not everybody's idea is going to work. Sometimes I just skim over some of them because the minute I start reading it, I'm like, that would work if we were doing a fantasy project, or that would work if we were doing a zoo here, there, everywhere. They just sometimes are not going to work. It doesn't mean that the idea is bad. It's just not going to work. Simple as that. But this person just didn't like the fact that I didn't use their idea, and apparently it's because he doesn't attend the streams. That's why I didn't listen to it. Apparently, okay, that's cool. Yeah, exactly, Lexi. Even if I did like the idea, it would have had to have gone to a vote. You know, like the same way with the stream the other day. We come up with all those different ideas for the otters and whatnot. And Nightclive, bless his heart, I love Nightclive a bit. He was so adamant that he wanted those otters to go where he wanted them. But he understands that if the community doesn't like it, it doesn't happen. And that's the thing. You've got to, you can't take it to heart if we don't do what you want, because it doesn't work that way. But anyway, moving on from that. I am going to talk about what we're going to try and do today, basically. I'm already nearly an hour into today and we haven't done anything. But why are we surprised? I'm chatting, I'm having a good time with my peeps. Right, so the people would have seen this, and lots of people liked it. There's someone here, amazing. People really liked it. Someone did mention the trees. They probably need protectors. We've got a protector here with the food things. We won't have to worry about that. But we do need to put some on these trees here because the grizzlies will go to work. They will forage the bushes, but lots of zoos will either go with or without. There's nothing to say you shouldn't do it. And then you've got the wood on the edges that it was something that I actually see a zoo do, and apparently they did it because bears have a habit of needing to, scratch the wood and the bark off with their claws and stuff like that. So we don't need to make too many changes in there, which was a big surprise to me. But someone did bring to my attention that we probably need to put some barrier here to catch rubbish. Now, majority of this we don't need to do it, but there are a couple of bits that are low, so we might need to do that. Potentially just here and just here, so that's a little improvement. We need to put a staff talk piece here. I'm going to throw out some very strange requests the next few weeks to see which gets through, because I'm in the streams. Yeah, really, just make them obscure as possible, Kim. Nice. I want all the pictures. So yeah, we need to just make that minor improvement there. People were really, really happy with this though. You all seem to really like this. You loved it. Now, the first thing I do want to do today is I want to see if those new pieces could work over here. Those new waterfall pieces. Right, so they're huge. This is the problem. They're huge, and I don't think they're actually going to work the way we would want it to work. But yeah, this is probably more for something a bit different. This is probably for structures that are really, really made. But yeah, I kind of wanted it coming out of that section there. I didn't expect them to be boxes either, Lexi, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that. I think they've made them with the intention that the flexi rock is going to be used with them a bit more than normal rock, which I guess isn't too much of a problem. Yeah, the two female bears thing, I actually think it was me and Lexi got into that on a, not in a bad way, by the way, but we got into a little discussion about that on a live one day, and we were like, yeah, because I think Lexi had said to me, like, oh, it's going to be really interesting to see how you tackle the bears, because you can't keep male and female grizzlies together. They are a very solitary species anyway, like even in the wild, so yeah, it's quite difficult. But yeah, if I put that there, It's going to be a bit laggy when it just as it sorts itself out. That's not the worst. It's not the worst. Okay, we might be able to use that because that's where I want the water to come out. But it can all be disguised. You know, rocks can be put in places, and I want another one. I want another one. A bit further down, like here. Oh, bad habit of mine, pressing the right click at the wrong time on the mouse. But yeah, I want another one sort of a little further down, and then we can fill these gaps in with other bits. So yeah, it was like, it's just, I need to cover these bits up. That's all it is. And we just put bits on the top of the rocks. That's all. That's how we get around it, my friends. So if I put that there. It's just these little edges are a right pain. So just ignore the box structure if you can, and just use your imagination. We get it all covered. Now I am pressing the play button, guys, so obviously I need a little leeway when it comes to the next episode. Because I have to. That looks actually looks pretty good. Valkyrie Pauline, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our little community family, and thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. I just want to throw out a thank you to Flying Foxglove as well. They did follow me a day or so ago when I wasn't live. I know they're maybe not here, but if they watch the stream back, thank you. Yeah, that looks all right. That's kind of how I wanted it. I wanted it to like cascade down that bit there. I didn't want it coming from the other side. Just wanted it, that little piece there. So obviously we'd need to disguise some of it, but I don't think that'd be too difficult. I have to say that emote that you've used there is golden. I want them in the game. That's what I want in the game next, sloths. But yeah, how are you doing, Pauline? But yeah, it's just really, it'd just be a case of like disguising this. Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing, Sarah. This gives, I think this will give us a more natural effect for the waterfalls, and then we'll just use the other pieces to like fill in the gaps, basically. So you get the splash. You can use the splash one there, and we use a little splash one there, and then we can use the one that makes the water ripple at the bottom. But yeah, it looks so much more realistic. These are going to be fun to use when you want to build a waterfall. You can now build it from scratch because you can put that piece in and then build around it. They're going to be so much more fun to use from that perspective. I did fear this was going to happen. Right, now I can actually get around this. I can get around this because this station here hasn't actually got a water thing in it. So we could put this higher up. Right. So yeah, today's stream, by the way, guys, we're just going to be improving on stuff that we've already got. I didn't actually intend to do this waterfall, but we might as well carry on with it at the minute because we are here, so we might as well. There's another piece. Oh no, it's just that there, and oh, for crying out loud, that there and that there. Take those away, and then yeah. So we just want to go up until we cover that. So just high enough to cover that. Lovely job. So I know where I've got to get to now. So yeah, basically today is all about making improvements. Fanaral, how are you? Good to have you here. I feel like it's been a while. Been a hot minute. But how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's been it felt a bit more than that. Good to have you here though. Nice to see you doing all right. Always keeping an eye out for my little stream family, I am. I hope not, Fanaral. I don't think anyone wants to watch me do planting again. But no, at the minute I'm just making a few little minor improvements to the wolf and bear area, and then we're probably gonna hop over to the reptile part of the zoo. Of course, Kim, I do. But you know what? Weirdly, like without sounding like a soppy sod or whatever, because of the world that we live in at the moment, when I don't see my regular people here, I worry about them. Because I know that with everything that's gone on in the world, it's been really tough on people's mental health. And I can say this from a personal standpoint. I've struggled at times because of the I don't know, like even though I've got Katie and Emily here, some days it is a bit lonely. It feels a bit lonely and stuff, and I do worry about everyone. I consider you all my friends now, so I do worry when I don't see my regulars here, and I worry that, you know, you're not okay because of everything that's going on. That's all it is. Yeah, it's a weird little world we're living in, so I just want to make sure you're all alright. Yeah, nice. I don't know, drawing. You are more than welcome, everyone. You're more than welcome. It's just the way I am. Right, that's that. That's a success. That's worked out a treat. So yeah. So let's just continue this before I move over to the other bit. I'm going to build a big water treatment centre somewhere when we do the polar bears and the seals and stuff. And maybe like the penguins and that, because I think it would warrant it a bit more there. You and me both, Lexi. You and me both. It's going to be pretty cool putting in underwater viewing areas and stuff now. Joe, I'm going to come back to this. I know it's unfinished. I'll show you. I'll show you in the next Sunday session a finished waterfall. But there's things I want to crack on with today. I want to make the most of the new DLC, and I want to talk to you about a few plans I've got. Now, I know I said ages ago that I weren't gonna revamp the old Reptarium, but I think we're gonna have to revamp the old Reptarium, basically, guys. I don't know what best to do. Basically, there were a few comments floating about. There were a few people getting it up. Actually, before we do that, I'm all over the gaff today. Before we do that, I have to give a shout out and I have to play something in the zoo that someone has made for us especially. It's on the workshop for everybody to use, but they've made it because I asked them to make it. I first and foremost want to give a massive shout out to Carlos G72. He's part of Bro Nation. I don't know if Carlos has got a YouTube channel or not, but he makes amazing skeletal designs, basically. Now, Carlos, I approached off of the back of Eben saying that he makes like amazing things. I approached him and said, look, would there be any way you could potentially make like a bear skeleton for us for basically an exhibit house that we've got in a project that I'm doing? And he said, yeah, maybe. I've always got the game open. I might be able to work on something. And then contacted me the other day and said, look, I'm on vacation. I'll do it for you. And he has. So I'm going to get it up on the workshop. And then we will put it in the zoo. But this is pretty amazing because this is like a one-off piece that he's made for us. So that's pretty nice. It's nice. Come on, Dan. Be quicker. There it is. Lovely. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can all see it, my friends. But yeah, this is what Mr. Carlos has made us. It's basically to go in our North American house. So yeah, let's subscribe. And a massive thank you to Carlos G72. You are amazing, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. Go and check out his work on the workshop because it's all amazing. Most of the skeleton stuff that you see on the workshop is made by Carlos. The good stuff, anyway. So yeah, really appreciate it, my man. You come up Millhouse, as they say. So yeah, let's get this in. We know where it's going. Here it is. Now, this is the issue, is I didn't tell Carlos a size. So it might be a little bit big. And it is going to be too big to go where I wanted it to go. But that's on me. We might have to change it. We might have to put it over here. So it can go up in that well. But oh my god, it is actually huge. It's too big. Yeah, that it is to scale. It is to scale. That's what he said. He went, "Oh, I'll do it so it's like it's old school, like it's a cave bear and whatnot." But the teeth were the big thing for him that he wanted to get right, and I think he's absolutely nailed it. I don't even know how he's done it. What piece has he used to do those teeth? What piece has he actually used? What? Yeah, that's a good good suggestion, Kim. Basically, I wanted it to go next to that bear thing, but it's not a problem. We can have it on its own. Yeah, I think we needed something like this, something like really big and scary in here. But yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, maybe we put it there. We're gonna have to put like some railings and stuff around it to protect it, and we'll put like a little thing on the floor. But yeah, if we put it there, and we'll get all the necessary like rods and whatnot. But yeah, you got all of these these are actually all made by Carlos. This one was made by Carlos, and I just edited it a little bit. But the man's a genius. Man is a genius. Okay, we'll put it there, and then we will move the totem pole somewhere else. Yeah, I'm going to click on it and find out, because that's it weirded me out. A 2D font Boogaloo comma. They're made out of the commas from the writing. Holy cow. That is class. That is class. He has come up absolute trumps. It's better than anything I could have imagined, to be honest with you. He smashed it, and it is huge. How do we go about doing this to make sure that the path is... You're able to walk through the path? So I actually think we would probably have to take it back a bit there. So, yeah. Yeah, 184 pieces. Yeah, pride of place, right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'm going to leave this here. I don't think this is terrible here. Because this is a grizzly anyway, so... We still need something here, though. Ah, I wanted this here. Not to be. Right. Let's try to make some sort of really, really low base for this. Something really low key as well. It has to be low. Imagine, I'm just going to throw this out there, right? A lot of people say to me a lot of the time, like, oh, you're an amazing builder, like, how do you do it, and blah, 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 blah. And I give them, like, I give people tips and stuff, and, you know, I don't think I'm amazing. I think I'm all right at the game, but I don't think I'm, like, really, really good, like people say. And then I come across people like Carlos, and imagine looking at the comma piece and going, oh, yeah, teeth. Oh yeah, claws. Mad, actually mad. Some people look at this game and look at the pieces and stuff completely different to the rest of us. They really do. I think that's the key to this game, though. He's not using the pieces for what they're actually supposed to be used for. He's like trying to find like multi-purpose for the pieces. Yeah. Sorry, Fanrel, you missed all that. We went through the new DLC right at the beginning. I'll have to maybe go over a few bits again for other people. Now that a few more of you have joined in today. It's a different group, of course it is. Right, I learned a new technique. As long as the piece works. Too big. Okay. How are we going to do this then? Got other bits in the new DLC I'm probably going to have to add to my favourites list now. Some really fascinating pieces in that. I really think the Flexi Rock is what is going to end up becoming like my new plaster piece. I can already see it now. I won't be doing the otters today. I can say that, Manuel. And I'm not sure when the otters are actually going to happen. I'm going to talk a bit about the otters in a moment, actually, because I think Sander's here. Well, Sander was here earlier, and Sander probably had the best idea for placing them like for the here and now. But even Sander has said, like after having a little mess around with them, the space we've got isn't big enough. So there is an idea on the table, though, that I really like. Of course. Of course. But yeah, I think the otters are going to end up going in like a rivers of the world area in the zoo. And I'm going to explain that, though, for people, because I was getting a little bit, I did get it in the ear a little bit that, oh yeah, but it's not how we're making the zoo. But even zoos that follow the route that we are wouldn't necessarily just do it the way we've been doing it. Oh my god, why am I struggling to get this? There we go. Jesus, what's the matter with me? I think the one issue I have thus far is that they swim through objects underwater sometimes, but I would take that. Ah, fair enough. I didn't think that would be a thing, especially if it's an object they potentially walk on land. But then, oh, I don't know. It's hard. It's probably been an absolute nightmare for the developers. Just trying to get it all to work the way they have. Right. Don't you dare. I thought I'd what's named it again then. Okay. The Rivers of the World is probably the one I'm going to go with. I'm going to throw it out there now. It's the one that makes the most sense. Trying to fit them in the zoo as it is isn't going to work. So yeah, it's the one that makes the most sense, and it's probably the one I'm going to go with. We're going to have issues here trying to put in the supports. Hi, William. Appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate it. Oh, Willem. Sorry, I should say. Gaming King. Yeah, I know who you are. How are you, buddy? Good to have you here. The animals that have been suggested to this point, Manuel, are like the pygmy hippos, Asian elephants, the otters. They were a few that were suggested so far. And the thing that I quite like about it is we're quite clearly doing like Africa, and we're doing, you know, we've done like North America. You know, potentially we're going to do like an Australian area and whatever. That's nice because they're big ticket areas. But what I like about the Rivers of the World is you could take a few of those animals that you might not necessarily want to have in a zone like that, and so then they're from different bits of the world, but you're celebrating rivers. You're not really celebrating the country. You're celebrating the river and the life that springs from that. That's why I do quite like that. So yeah, it's a favourite of mine. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that there for now, and I will finish it off. That is a scary beast. Imagine walking in this education centre. You walk in and you go, oh, this is nice. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go around this way. We have a nice little look. Vegetation. Oh, this is cool. Nice plant. Oh, yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, my God. What is that? Yeah, pretty mad. But it's amazing. Absolutely love it. Absolutely in love with it. You, though, I now need to find a... Do I need you in here? We've made a fountain out of one. So do I need you in here? Not sure I do. Not sure I do. I'm actually... We could stick one of the vegetation wall pieces up somewhere in the museum. Oh, actually, yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm going to delete that. I don't think we need it in there. Yeah, Andrew, you've said no. We got that one there, which is like a little... We made it into a little water feature, so I don't think we need it in there. Jesus, that is a scary beast. I know I keep saying it. Anyway, let's move on, because there is some stuff I really wanted to try and get done today. Whether or not I'm going to get it finished, I don't know. Now, who just asked me that question? Someone asked me about where are you going to put the Cayman and the terrapins. Right, the Cayman, there's lots of things have been said about the Cayman by you guys, actually, which is pretty cool. Lots of suggestions about where we could put certain things. Lots of people wanted to move the gharials, which I'm really not a fan of. I'm just going to throw it out there. This habitat is a bit of a monster, basically, and trying to move them would be hard. But basically, people wanted the salties to go to the Australian area, and I can understand why you would want that. But I want the lizards, I want the reptilians basically to be exclusive to this area, because if you've been here from the very beginning, you know that the project started as a reptile centre, and I would like that to still be the focus. I'd still like that to be, you know, the thing that started it all. And so I don't really want to move any of the reptiles if we can help it. What I would like to do is try to rework this area a little to accommodate the Cayman and the terrapin. So that's what I kind of want to do. Now, there was a suggestion, delete the playground and potentially this seating area, and we put the Cayman in here. But as you all know, it's a realistic zoo, so I've been doing some reading. And in the UK, we wouldn't keep the Cayman outside because of the way the temperature changes. Even in the summer, it can be very cold, and it's quite difficult to control that. So 9 times out of 10, stuff like Cayman and that are actually kept inside the reptile houses and stuff like that. So we need to house the animal, and I don't think putting a building here would look that nice. I don't think it would look that good. I think it would really... this area would feel quite claustrophobic, in my opinion. Now, that being said, I think a few people did suggest that, do we really need the tortoises, the 2 giant tortoises, next to each other? And I was like, oh, that's an option. That's something. You might be onto something. But this area isn't anywhere near as big as that area out there. The Cayman do actually need a fair bit of space. We've got some wriggle room because we've got certain things ticked off, so we can make our habitats a bit more of a realistic size, but we still got to think about it. But this, potentially getting rid of this habitat here, is an option. Yeah, no worries, Jordan, not a problem, mate. You've just made a really good point that a few people said as well, Lexi, is this room here is just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Someone suggested that we could get rid of... basically, what we could say is the zoo decided to turf this room out and knock the wall down and open it up so they could put a brand new exhibit in here, and that they would use this at a later date in a bigger education centre. And do that, basically. So I'm really not sure. They need to go inside a house. The other option was to halve this exhibit, because this is actually quite a big exhibit, but it was potentially to, I don't know, from about here, basically, lop it down there, so there was a bit of hard shelter for our gharials, and then they had the outdoors, because they do okay outdoors in this country, and then have the front for the Cayman, but I'd have to rework this pond, and I think it would be, I think it might be hard to do that. This would be harder to change than the other exhibits. I doubt we've got the room for it, Alex, in that room, unfortunately. Yeah, very much doubt we've got the room for it over there. But I'm going to build a big, like I want to build a big centre anyway, in a more realistic location, so that like coaches could come in with the kids. They'd go to the education centre first. There'd be like little classrooms and little like rest areas and stuff, and then they would be taken into the zoo. I've got like, I want to do a bit more of a realistic version of it. Really, that I'm calling it an education centre. Really, it's more of a celebration of sort of North America and animals that used to roam the plains and stuff like that. So yeah, really, I think this is the only place we've really got the room. So we just need to maybe rework the space. I would like to update this anyway, to be honest with you. Now, I feel like the zoo's old enough that they would potentially say, do you know what, we're going to throw some money at the reptile centre because it's looking a bit old and tatty and battered. And maybe do that. Someone said that we do have these tortoises over near the lemurs. You have to remember though, that's just a juvenile exhibit where we put the small ones. The adults actually get too big to go in there. So that is just a juvenile enclosure. So we'd still need somewhere to put these. Now we could, if we wanted, move them outside, because they could go outside a bit like these guys. And we could put like just a small little, thing on the corner. And it wouldn't be a problem. Potentially. But I'm not sure. I kind of do want to revamp this area though anyway. Like these planters and that bother me now. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it might be nice. It might be nice. Like we get rid of this. Basically, the big thing, I don't like this playground anymore. It's so big. Like it doesn't. It's not to scale at all. Like you look at the size of people, and then you look at it. It feels a bit large, especially when you look at the other playground that we've got over here. This one just feels a bit more real. This one feels a bit more realistic, like a bit more to scale kind of thing. So, and I don't know if it's really necessary that we have this playground here anyway. So yeah, we could have a nice little tortoise lawn. And then we've got this to play with. But I still might rip this wall down and use this room. No, it might do that. I can't move the car park there, Manuel. I can't move the car park over there. That's the edge of the map. So this car park has to stay here. The thing is, the story is that this car park was part of the plot, so they can't really get rid of it. That was the original car park. That was all the parking they used to have. But yeah, so my thinking is we rip the wall down, and then all of the animals that have got more like desert type enclosures we could have in here. Because, to expand, over here, I want to take this out and put terrapins in here. But I obviously want to disguise it all and make it look like a proper little rock pond, basically. And that's what I'd like to do there, is put the terrapins in. Because then all of the species, these two species that are in here, are water species. And then this over here, I was thinking about putting the little lizards we've got from Australia, basically. You're a little late, Nightclide, but you're not really late, buddy. I've not done lots. I've just installed something that someone built for us for the North American house, and I've gone through the DLC. But now I'm just currently going through like the best place to put the caiman and stuff like that, basically. So yeah, so my thinking. So then you can let me know. My thinking is we rip this room out, basically we completely clear this out, this habitat. We rip down this wall. Rip out the window and the door. We'll save this this education. We'll just move it round. We'll clear this room out, and all these pieces in here, we'll move over to a brand new education centre at a later date. We'll just make it look like the zoo's storing it somewhere. We'll clear this room out. What I'm thinking is, all the desert sort of animals, I think we put in here. So we might even move the gear monsters over to here, basically. The 2 snakes and stuff, we'll move them all in here. Terrapin goes over in John M's. Cayman go in here. And then we'll do like a little tortoise lawn outside. Little tortoise lawn in this space here, basically. How does that sound? Where would they be moved to in the winter? That is a good point. That is a very good point. Because they'd need to be on exhibit, wouldn't they? Yeah, we could do that. I wanted to like separate the sort of more arid animals. I wanted them all together, but we could move the tortoises in here. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It doesn't have to be on show, does it? But then you wouldn't be able to see the Aldabras in the winter. Willem's not new on YouTube, but he's new here. But yeah. But yeah, that's my plan. A few of you seem on board, which I like. So I think I might start doing it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, and I would usually do this in a Sunday episode, but I'm gonna be doing it live on stream this week. Oh my God, what on earth has happened here? We've had a baby explosion when we've moved 10 years over here. Oops. Right, we're going to release you. We'll release you to the wild. Oh no, what has happened? We'll release you to the wild as well. How has it happened though? They've got contraceptive. Right, let's move you to the wild. I don't know how this has happened. Where are all the adults in here? There's lots of babies. Unless I moved the baby. I don't remember moving this many juveniles over. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. Where are they? They hide in the plants and stuff in here. There's too many juveniles in here for a start. I know that much. Okay, that's good. That's actually good to know, Lexi. Maybe we could build something then off site. And because I really want to use that room for the exhibit boxes. I think it would work. I do think it would work. So I want to try and do something, something like that. Right, I need to sort this problem out before we move on any further. So zoo animals. I'm actually gonna just find the species. Aldabra tortoises. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be a mad nightclub. The thing with it is, We could include the winter holding space in the hospital. That's actually a really good idea, you know, because there's going to be quarantine units and all sorts. That's a really good idea. I can confirm that we're going to. That's where we're going towards. The two that are like really neck and neck at the minute is Zone A and Zone B. I didn't unlock them. I wanted to let it roll. Like I said, I wanted to let it run for today again. Right, let me see what's going on. Outdoor. Okay, these are all youngsters then, all in the outdoor. And we've also got them in the nursery. Look how many are in the nursery room. And then we've got someone, oh my god, it's gone ballistic, it's gone mad. So these are in the main tortoise habitat, these ones. So these are all in the main tortoise habitat. These are the ones that are probably going to get moved outside. So I might even move them babies in with the adults outside. Excuse me, everyone. The nursery site is fine. Like they've been there that whole time, but we've had a mass baby boom outdoors, and that's a problem. This is the trouble when I press play and we move on 10 years. I can't touch the game. I just have to leave it to like naturally just work away. I can't do anything while it's moving forward. That's one of the rules. And so if animals end up breeding and having young and stuff, like it is what it is. So I'm gonna send once. I'm gonna, because they're in the main habitat, I'm just gonna send those ones to the yeah, I'm gonna move those to the trade center. We go back. Oh, I've got to do it again. Good job it's at the top, isn't it? Right, so they're going to be going off to the trade center. Now, outdoors. I only really like having 4 or 5 outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, 2, 3. 4. So I'm going to move those guys to the nursery. Nursery room site B, room 3. Is it all room 3? Yeah, I'm going to move those to room 3, and I might move a female out. So let's move the males. I've got to now remember where that site is. That's site A. Right. It's this one here, I think. I think it's that one there. Move you in there. And then we'll move. So yeah, that should be. Yeah, that should be all good. In the hood then, that's all going to be done. Right, I'm going to press play while that happens, guys. Because we need the room to clear. I've not used it yet, Fanerol, unfortunately. So no, I can't comment. I'm sure I'm going to run into these issues though, as and when we get round to it. So yeah, they just move out instantly, don't they? Galapagos tortoises. Oh my god, it's all going off. Does the Cayman need nursery space? It probably will do, Nightclub. Yeah, probably will do need nursery space. The good thing about this building, we can extend it if we want. this road can always be moved that way, and we can extend this building this way if we want to. So yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem if we want to do that. So that's they're all going to be getting taken out and moved off site. So yeah, we're gonna. Wow, that just. Things get out of hand very quickly when you've got this many animals and you can't keep up. Right, that's that. So let's oh, as heartbreaking as this is, it's got to be done. Let's get destroying. Destruction. We don't do this very often, do we? We don't do this very often. I am going to take absolutely everything out because I want a fresh slate. Right. This mound. I don't know how we're going to go about this. Right, so that's that. I'm glad. I'm so glad I have your support, Vanral. I hate destroying stuff. I really, really do. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this. I'm going to do all the destruction first. Whether or not we get this finished today, I'm not sure, gang. I did say I was going to stream to 8. I might go a teeny bit longer because my mum saved the day and is looking after Emily for us. Why? Katie's a little under the weather and Emily's been a bit snotty as well, so it's not been great. Bless them. Bless their hearts. So let's move that there. Move that a minute out. See. Oh, you. Yeah, it's definitely done it again. There was a TV behind that, believe it or not, gang, that had education on it, and that's how why people used to look at it. But it's not there now. God knows why. Right, this one here. I want to save this. Oh, you angel. Thank you. How you feeling? All right? No. Why don't you just go to bed?
Yeah, you can stream till later.
All right. Are you watching? Yeah. Oh. I thought I could hear myself on repeat there, everyone. Katie's got the stream on. She bought me tea and custard creams. What a lady, eh? Yeah, I want to save this. Right. I don't know if someone is still in the chat. For everyone that's in the chat, I am slowly putting stuff on, like saving stuff, and I'm going to be doing a mass bulk upload to the workshop. Okay, to start with, it's going to be all the small stuff like this, all these little, notice boards and things like that. But eventually, I am going to slowly get the buildings up. The way I'm doing it would give you nightmares, but basically, I'm taking pieces, saving, blueprinting it, bang. I've saved a temporary file of this zoo, and I'm actually deleting stuff out as I go along so that I can get the correct pieces and put them up. It's a really weird way of doing it, but it's the only way I can do it. So yeah, let's right, that's part of a bigger group. Right, okay, that's not good really to know that. Let's then just do that, split it. We'll blueprint that. There it's board. I do all the descriptions at a later date. What?
What did it mean?
That's why I didn't bother trying. Right, delete that off. Delete that off.
The guy knocked £5 off my.
Did you give him a wink? Give him the eye. Like that. Give me a bit of money off, mate.
Oh, you can have a custard cream with me.
So the fan broke on our car, everyone. And Katie's just been telling me she got a bit of money off. The geezer was young. I think he fancied her. Oh, Sumner, I was actually just saying that I am going to slowly be putting everything on the workshop. So, I know like you asked quite a bit about stuff. So, over the next little while, I will slowly be putting that up, so you'll be able to enjoy it all, basically. We will redo all this probably. I'm just going to delete it out. You get to see all the cheeky ways I do things here. Do you have stuff on that? There's some. There is some, Katie, but not a lot. Not a lot at all. And a lot of it I don't really like. I don't really like it anyway. So yeah, it was stuff I made like really early on in the game. My Steam name should be DanFXG. DanFXG. That should be my Steam name. And feel free to add me on there. I know lots of people have been recently, and they now all show up on that start screen for the game, which is funny. There's just so many of you. I think Kim, you added me the other day, didn't you? Kim, I have to ask, the Billy name that you use, is that your son's account or your husband's account or something? Because the Steam's the same, isn't it? Oh no, that was wrong. What an idiot. The amount of pieces I use, they're all coming through now. You probably see them all popping up at the top of the screen. I will add you all, my friends. I promise. It'd be good to have you all on there. We can all look at each other's stuff then. Right, that's that. Right, it's gonna need a massive redesign, ceiling wise, in this room, for sure. What did I say was going in here again? I'm an idiot. I've forgotten already. Did we decide on having the caimans in this room? The caimans are going here. Tortoises are going outside here on the lawn, which is going to be cool. I quite like that idea. Because I can leave the seating area here now, but I might change the planters. And then, yeah, the Terrapin Funeral is going in the other one. It's going in John M's, Monitor Manor. And then, yeah, we're doing all the desert animals in here. That's what we were doing. Okay. What on earth is... Who opens a packet of custard creams like that? What is going on? Right. I'm going to eat on... I know, especially as she's sitting in the stream as well, Fennel. Right, I muted it while I ate. Nobody wants to hear that. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm one of those people that doesn't like that as well. You know, when you can hear people eating. Ooh. Lexi, I don't know. Let me read what you've said actually. Don't issue. The skeleton nightclub will go in a new education centre when we build it at a later date. Do you remember? I think it was me and you actually had a discussion about having a big centre like that right in the middle of the zoo with a huge restaurant. I think we talked about that. It's obviously a long way off, but I think that's probably where it'll go. The thing is, I would have thought that the mechanic for filling that would have been different, Lexi and Fanerol, because it's in water and the keepers can't go in water. I thought it would have just been kind of like would have been done differently. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a little rework of this area. Delete that just because I need to see where the path is. Right, okay, so we might have a little bit of a pathing issue, but we're only putting boxes in here. So let's just put that back. Talking out loud to myself. Ignore me, everyone. So exhibit animals. The diamondback terrapin's going to go in the other room. Right. The eastern blue-tongued lizard. Eastern brown snake. Gear monster. Diamondback rattlesnake. These are the ones I would like to get in here if I can. Can we fit them in? I wish you could make custom terrariums. Well, you can custom them up, Willem, but it's not the best way to look at the animals. But because of the way the exhibit boxes are, no one really cares about them. You can get away with it, but I've been saying for a long time, buddy, that I would like to have 3 different sizes of exhibition box. I would like a small one for the insects, so it was smaller in height but longer. So because I just think that would be more realistic, and then like a medium one for like your smaller lizards, and then maybe bigger boxes for like the iguanas and larger snakes. I think that would be perfect. I need to basically say that on the forums. Did I not do the Death Adder? Western Diamondback, Gear Monster, Eastern Brown, Eastern. No, you were bang on. You are on the ball, mate. There it is. Common Death Adder. Well done. Nice one, Nightclive, for doing that. So they're all highlighted. What I want to do is I just want to check something. So obviously, as a result, we've got these here, but as a result, the gears are probably potentially going to get moved from this spot. It's whether or not we can get 5 boxes in here. I'm not sure we can. Oh, right, okay, cool. Shanti's cool, by the way. Is it Shanti? Shantae? I'm not sure how we pronounce her name, but yeah, she does a lot of the streams, doesn't she? Reveal streams and a lot of stuff. But it's good they're aware of that. It is good they're aware of that because it's my only bug. Excuse the pun, considering we're talking about insects, but it is my only real huge bug in the game, and it's one of the reasons I've never made an insect house. Chewy, how are you? Oh, Shantae. Okay, fair enough. I've never been the best at names. We all know that. So let's get rid of this monstrosity. Goodbye. And goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my god. I'm very good, thank you, Chewy. Nice to have you with us. It's scary deleting stuff, guys. It's really scary deleting stuff. Now, the planters. What do we do about the planters? Do we leave them? Do we make this seating area different? I want to change the benches. Bang that. That's fine. I might use some of the fake rock out here instead of this real stuff. I want to go to town on it over here. I really do. I know I'm like all over the place at the minute as well with the build, but I'm just trying to get lots done. We're going for that cheesy vibe over here, and I just think it might have to be done. It might have to be done. Chewy, we are reworking the old Reptile Centre. And thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it as well, Fanroll, because it's the old original Reptile Centre that was like, we kind of imagined, didn't we, with the narrative, it was built in the 80s and stuff like that. So I think it works as well. I think we can get away with it. Some people are going to hate it, but I think it fits the retro feel that we're going for. Burns my eyes, but it fits. Yeah, I agree. But I like it. I do like it. I don't know why. I think it's class. So I think even if we just do the one wall, like, I don't think it looks terrible to just do the one wall. Do you know what I mean? Willem, thanks for the follow, buddy. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Totally agree with that, Lexi. I'm hoping they become like a resounding success, and they make more. Like they make like a desert theme one, and so on and so on. Nice. I like it. I'm going with it. I'm doing it. I've not added it to the building though, like an idiot. So trying to line this piece up is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm all in. We're going for it, gang. No, taking no prisoners anymore. Is there a smaller piece? I don't think there is. There's not going to be a piece that goes above the door. Oh, hold on. See, that's because with the door, we'd made the door a very unique way. It might just have to be one wall. Just because the door's been made a certain way and the murals don't really want to work. Unless why on earth has it done that? That worked fine a minute ago. There we go. Yeah. But what I might do is just try to match that shade of green up. Rather than this one. And I might take this stuff off the wall anyway. And go with a more plaster board feel. Oh, okay. Jesus, how much stuff did I put on the wall? Pieces there that just didn't need to be there. I can't, unfortunately, Vanna, I can't shrink the entrance. If I make it any, this was basically I just kept making it a size. The tortoise, weirdly, the tortoises can't fit through something smaller. I have no idea why. Man, the flexi rock just looks so much better, doesn't it? There's just not many pieces that are shaped the way I would like them to be shaped. Like, I feel like you have to cover the whole wall in them. Like, they're more of a complete wall covering than they are. Like, I would have liked the flexi rock to be like the same amount as what we've already got, if that makes sense. Yeah, they've smashed it out of the park with the fake rocks. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether or not I'm going to use them in here, I'm not sure, because that's just I'm making a lot of work for myself there. I just want to get a little upgrade. That's all, more than anything. More than anything, just a nice little upgrade in here. The zoo's kind of reached that point where it starts investing money back into its existing exhibits. I think that's a fair thing for us to do, especially with some new lizard species and crocodilians and whatnot. That's the green I really like, and it's actually quite close to that one there, so I'm going to do that. Bring that there. I might have a piece just come down there, just so we've got a separation. I think that's what we need to do. Right, you need to go back there. Did you send them on the Discord, Sumner? I've not looked at Discord. Obviously, I've been streaming, but lots of people have been sending me some stuff on there. So yeah, I'll take a look if you've sent them on there after. Isn't it crazy? I've never been to Philadelphia Zoo, but I don't know. I've probably said it in the past. I've got family in Philadelphia, but I've never gone to the zoo there. I think the next time I visit, that's got to be on my list of things to do. I think. Got to love a zoo day. I love it for completely different reasons now, but you gotta love a zoo day. Yeah, it definitely needed a bit of glam, didn't it, Willem? Yeah, well, pictures are always appreciated, Sumner. Always appreciated. I love looking at all this stuff. That's what the Discord's for, so we can all share our bits and bobs, whatever it may be. Yes. Nice. How big is that piece? Jesus. It's a really big piece. Do like otters. Got so much character. You can see why they're such a popular. They've been such a popular addition, like with the wider community and stuff. I think we needed some like smaller species that could add a bit of cheekiness and that to the zoo. I love the way I'm supposed to be doing the caimans, and I've completely stopped to add a bit of deets to this. No worries, Willem. Thanks for joining me, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. John, how are you, mate? Do you know what? I was wondering how you were, mate. It'd been so long since I'd seen your name pop up. It's good to see you pop in, mate. John M's Monitor Manor is actually going to get a bit of a rework, believe it or not. The Terrapins are going to be making their home in there, so we're going to be giving it a little bit of a rework. And we're probably going to do the interior a little bit as well. Try and do a little bit of work. Basically, as you can see, we're in Jareth's reptile house at the moment. We're doing a complete change in here because we've got to house the caimans and we've got this room as well. Yeah, we're doing a big change. Have you been watching the episodes, John? Or have you been a busy man and have not seen any of it? Because if you've not, I'll do a quick zoom out so you can see where the zoo's at, if you like, mate. That can be done. That can be done, my friend. I know, in my exact thinking as well, Nightclive. That looks... I actually really like it. It looks really retro, but I think it works. I think it really works. I've been watching some of the vids caught up on the... Ah, cool. So you've been watching these. That's the main thing, mate. You know where we're at. I don't have to update you. There's a new Switch. Excuse me? Oh my. What a lovely piece of detail that is. If you did another zoo tour, would you do it on stream? No, Katie. I would probably do the tour, put it on YouTube, and then premiere it on YouTube. The reason for that is I like chatting live, but if it goes up as a video, people can leave... people can use that video then and use the comment section basically to let me know what they think needs changing and whatnot. So really, it's a helpful way for me, really. Greats and vents. I'll keep everything crossed for you, John, that you haven't obviously got the horrible COVID, man. Yeah, I'll check them out after the stream, Sumner. Appreciate it. Okay, that's oh, hello. Hello. This might, to a lot of you, seem like a really small detail, but it's massive. It's huge. These will add so much. Oh my god, look at that. So, if you could imagine, see this little beauty here? Imagine sticking one of those on the bottom of it. Look how it brings it alive. There's one that we used to have to make it all ourselves, and now we've got decals to do it. It seems really silly, but yeah, it was very much needed. Oh yeah, decals. Oh, there you go. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Another thing I'll have to think about now. That's all we needed. See, there's always stuff you miss. There's always stuff you miss. That was probably in the free update. That's why I've missed it. Okay, I'm happy with that. I can live with it. We will leave that where it's at. Yeah, so we'll leave that where it's at. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the easiest stuff first, gang, and then we'll work on the harder stuff. Usually I would finish 8, but I think I'm going to go for a little bit longer. There's no like stress to have to jump straight off. So yeah, I'm going to go a little longer. I think I'm going to redo all these planters because I'm not a fan anymore. So I'm going to redo all the planters. Basically, they disguised very ugly flooring, but I think we can make something nicer. All this is getting ripped out. It was. Trust me, the joke wasn't ignored, Christian. It's just, you know, dad jokes. They either work or they don't they, buddy? First and foremost, I think I should use this fence. I think I should use this fence pattern. It makes sense to keep it all uniform. So let's do that. But at the same time, I have got to try to make a door in and out of the enclosure. This is just going to be like an outdoor area for the Aldabras, Christian. They're getting moved to accommodate basically new animals, which is something zoos do. And then we're going to build like them a little off-site part at the new animal hospital when we get round to it, which would be that their winter holding. So here's something, Lexi, that I would like them to think about, and even like the wider community that plays the game. You know, obviously fence the gates in, these gates in. I would like them to do waist high gates. Imagine how nice that would be to have that, because I'm going to have to put I'm going to have to put a big gate in here, and it's just going to look silly. But there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, hands and knees job, Vanel. What I'm gonna so that was actually suggested recently, John. Someone asked, I think it was on the Discord actually. Someone asked if we could decorate Jamii for Christmas. I don't know how much work it would be, but I wouldn't be against it. I think it would be quite fun actually to dive in this project and have a little go at that. Oh, excuse me. Where am I going to put the door? It's going to look ugly wherever I put it, isn't it? To be fair. Ugly. Yeah, exactly. I guess from a game mechanic, you kind of need the gate, but it would just be nice to have one that was waist high. Kev, how you doing, mate? Nice to have you here. Hope you're well. Jack, I didn't know you were here either. How are you? Loads of the OGs. I made my wife really laugh with the OG thing the other day, because she said, I went, oh, you know, like, because I was trying to come up with my emotes and stuff like that for Twitch before I realised that in the initial stages you don't really get that many. And she said, well, why would you do OGs? What does that even mean? I went, original gangsters. And because of the way I said it, it absolutely murdered her. She laughed her head off. That's not a bad idea, though, the little shed entrance. I'm thinking potentially putting the shed on the corner. Was the Austins on... Ah, good to have you here, Kev. You used to watch all my Football Manager stuff, didn't you, buddy? Good to have you here on Twitch, mate. Obviously today is not Football Manager, it's a Planet Zoo stream, but Football Manager is tomorrow, my friend. So yeah, if you're into that sort of stuff, feel free to drop by. I hope I've got that right. I really hope I've got that right. The other corner. What? There's not another corner. To be this one. Yeah, this is in. Yeah, actually, it makes more sense. It does make more sense. We put it there. We just put like a nice... It could be like a little weird shape, couldn't it? Alright, bang, bang. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. Just a little bit of bedding inside, maybe. Just to disguise it, because it will be ugly. And then, yeah, we'll just carry this around. And then I might take it to about here and go all the way along. I might just put like a little planter. So I need to redo all this. I need to actually, to be fair, I need to take a look under it. What a mess. This is the joy of planters. You can just hide stuff. Ah, okay, so that's why. So it'd have to be about there. Why did I do that? It's a square, Dan. It's not going to change. I worry about myself sometimes. Right, let's put that there. Oh, path. I hate paths. I hate the paths. If anyone from Frontier is watching, can we please sort that out? Please. For the love of all things holy and mighty. It's not fun. And I'm not the only one as well that thinks it. Even like the big YouTubers absolutely detest the path system. Some of them have found really clever like workarounds, but I'm yet to. And a lot of the tips that they've suggested as well in the past just haven't worked for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me, that path system. Parts that I feel, yes, I am on board, Natterjack. Yeah, I'm sure Lexi is still in the room, and she will say, "Thoughts and prayers are with you, Fanaral, as you embark on that quest." Myself and Lexi are always laughing over path problems. But yeah, the fill option, what an amazing option that would be. It's even worse on the console. Oh my god. I've not even tried. I was put off the console edition the minute they said there was a piece count. It just put me off. You cannot limit pieces on Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo because of, you know, the creative issues you will run into. Being limited to X amount of pieces is just not the one. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What is wrong with me? And before any of you answer, I understand there's lots wrong with me, okay? Well, isn't that neat? There we go. Lovely job. And we'll fill all that in. Not even sure I want to plant on the other side. I might just fill it in and put the seats in it. And away you go. As long as you're gridded. You're free-handed to pray for your immortal soul. Yeah, totally agree. Jesus. Have we done any other planters around here that have used just the plaster? We have that one. Okay, we'll go with the same. Oh, hold on. What did I do here? I love it. I love it when I go back to stuff and I'm like, ooh, what have I done? But oh, made it out of wood. Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I have just made it out of plaster? Okay. Yeah. Someone did ask earlier about the croc pools and if I was going to do anything about them. I think the outdoor ones are okay, but I think the indoor one might need some faux rock and stuff made added to it. Oh, that is harsh. The amount of pieces is quite harsh then, Kev. It's a shame, you know, because not everybody has a high-end gaming PC at the end of the day, do they? So, it is a shame. But I guess it's like anything, isn't it? We don't know what they go through in the build process. Right. Put that there. Am I going to continue this design like I have this side down this side? If I am, I need to take that deeper this way. But yeah, I'm going to probably try to stream long enough that you will potentially see completion of at least one of the jobs. I hope that's all right, guys. I understand we've been chatting and messing about and having a good time and whatnot. But yeah, I do want to try and complete this stuff for you. Oh, why would I do that? And I promised Cayman today, and I'm bloody not done them, have I? I'm a nightmare. I do a million jobs at once. That's my problem. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I won't blame him, Frontier Lexi. Just there's limitations to these things, and you've made a really good point there about they're not really made for that sort of thing, are they? Cheers for the follow, John. I appreciate it, my man. John, just so you know, mate, in case you've missed it, I stream Planet Zoo twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, mate. Usually we stream JCP, whatever we're working on at the current time. But I am thinking about changing that a little soon to just do a bit more stuff where Planet Zoo is concerned. But yeah, like, feel free to stop by anytime, buddy. No worries, man. Not a problem. But yeah, I do try to stream later. Oh, they're part of a different group. Oh, I've got issues. Yeah, I do try to stream a bit later because the majority of the people that watch are from across the pond. But yeah, obviously, I have to try my hardest as well to not stream too late because of getting sleep and whatever. Today's a bit of a different story though. I am going to be streaming quite late today. No worries, Nightclave. No worries, mate. Look, I need people to stop with the otter updates, okay? Because I'm gutted that I can't bring them to you today. I don't even know when we'll do the otters. I really don't. I really wanted to do them early doors, but I just don't know when I'm going to do them. Come on, come back, music. It helps when you're playing in the background. Well, messed that up, didn't I? Yeah, probably an hour. I'm probably going to stream till about 9ish, to be honest with you, Vanel, because I do want to try and get some stuff done. But that's good to know about being able to raid someone. I do need to start like doing this stuff, participating a bit more. Why, who's streaming at that time? Ah, nice. Nice. You're his... Ah, cool. Cool. Nice. I like Zoofluencer. I think he does some good stuff. Really like his stuff. I don't like... It sounds bad. There's not actually a lot of creators that I watch. Even though I'm like part of the community. I don't know if that's something I should be admitting, but you know, you all know by now, guys, I'm honest. But there's not, like, I have to really be invested in the person. But I like Zoofluencer's style, and I do watch Zoofluencer quite a bit. But yeah, my favourites are Zwed and Zek. I don't miss any of their stuff. I love those guys. And I just, you know, Simply Savannah. I do miss the odd video, but I do watch a fair amount of her stuff. Just because she kind of burst on the scene. No one knew who she was, and she was just amazing at the game. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, Doug, how you doing, mate? Zwed is like insane. Yeah, he's so good. And do you know what as well? Like, I'm sure that Zwed won't mind me saying this, but he's gone up to a whole new level since Mike and him started doing like their little podcasty type videos together. Like the content and the builds and stuff, they've just gone up to a whole new level. And the other one that I like, Fanel, is Zekin. He's very good. Zekin did like a special, like one-off aquatic build. I'm assuming he was part of the team of people that got the game early, and yeah, he went in. Yeah, Eben's interiors, I would argue Eben's interiors are the best out there. Zekin's are not far off. Zekin's are pretty good. But yeah, his interiors are just mental. Like what he does with the interiors, it blows my mind. But me and Zekin, I found out a very similar interest. You know, like we actually both like architecture, and you know, he even recommended a few books for me to even read that might help. Which was amazing. But yeah, we got very similar interests in that as well. Excuse me. Wiser is also amazing. He became big with his builds and blueprints, but now, oh, nice. That's good. There's lots of people out there though, and I've said this in the past, like in live streams and whatnot. There's lots of creators out there though that are not being seen, and I think it's sad because the reason they're not being seen is if you go into YouTube and you type Planet Zoo, the first thing that will come up will be a massive channel, like a massive variety gaming channel, where they've played the game about 3 times and they've done these odd experiments and stuff with them. You've probably all seen them when you've gone on YouTube. Unfortunately though, because they've got, you know, 10 million views, it's the first video that comes up. But there are lots of people out there doing amazing things with the game. I've not taken enough time to watch this person, but Remnant is another one who's doing really cool stuff. He's currently doing a collab aquatic build at the minute with someone, and like that's amazing. But yeah, I don't really have enough time, unfortunately, to sit and watch all of the people making Planet Zoo stuff. I wish I did. But there's so many good builders out there, but you just don't see them unless someone says, oh, have you checked this person out? Because they just don't come up. They don't come up very high in the search results, which I think's sad. I think it's really sad. That's where it's all gone wrong for YouTube, in my personal opinion. And it's why a lot of people have started coming over to streaming platforms like Twitch. I don't think you can be seen as much here, but I think you can build more of a community here for sure. If you go on Planet Zoo Topic, you can see smaller channels. What is that, like a forum or whatnot? But the point I'm making though, Natterjack, is if you just search like Planet Zoo, a lot of really rubbish nonsense videos will come up before all of the good stuff. And this is no knock to these people either, because they are the bigger channels, but also the lady, Rudy, Paul, they all come up first as well. And that's no knock on them, because they actually make really good stuff, but because they're the bigger channels, they will come up. Like, YouTube just doesn't care about small creators. And I think that's where YouTube's got lost a little bit for me. They don't really care enough about smaller channels anymore, because their money-making engines become too big. They would rather make loads of money off of people than just help people, you know, make something of themselves now, unfortunately. That's just my opinion on it, though. Like, I can't sit here and say that's exactly what's happening, because I don't know that that's what's happening. But yeah, it's very, very rare that good videos will come up first, in my opinion. That's mad. I'm going to be honest, that's mad then. But I think a lot of it, maybe with me, was I literally uploaded the day after the game was released. I think that's a big thing as well, is if you wait too long. But yeah, that's surprising to me. I'm going to be honest with you. Really surprising to me. The YouTube algorithm works on a likes and comments system now, rather than a search engine system anyway. A friend of mine works managing YouTube channels, and he was talking to me about it the other day. And he was saying that, like, the algorithm is still there, but it's not as important. And it's one of the reasons why I started pushing like targets on my videos. More people that like the video, more eyes see it. So, you know, it makes sense to do that. But yeah, but you know, like if I'm looking for Planet Zoo content, I don't want to watch a video on, you know, some guy setting up a zoo where the lions eat the, you know, zebras and stuff. Like, it's not what I'm here for, bro. I can understand why some people like that though. Yeah, a lot's changed between now and November. A lot's changed. But yeah, I don't want to badmouth all big channels because like they're not all bad, you know. Like for instance, The Lady is a massive channel, 100,000 subscribers. You know what an achievement for The Lady to get to that. But you know, and she makes amazing stuff. But you know, I just in general find that a lot of the Planet Zoo stuff on there is from when it first came out, and it was all these weird little variety channels that started doing experiments with the game to see how far they could take it, basically. And probably 90% of the views on those videos are not the actual Planet Zoo community as well, which is something that needs to be considered. Right, the seating area is very different. Yeah, very, very different, isn't it? A bit of me doesn't like the colour of this planter. I feel like it needs to be a lot more wooden. Not that colour though. Ooh, that's minging. Okay, let's try and go a bit darker. Oh my god, please just stop. Right, lovely job. No worries now, Jack. Thanks for stopping by, mate. See, Kev, I've never been one for FM experiments either, mate. Never been one for it. It's not never done it for me. I don't care. I don't care what Wonder Kids are doing 20 years down the line. If I did, I'd buy said Wonder Kid at my club and do it organically. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion on it. I understand that content creators do very well out of experiment videos. Viewing numbers and stuff are like really sick for that sort of stuff. Maybe that's why I'm not a big YouTuber, because I don't do the popular stuff. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong, but hey, I'm doing it my way. You know what's going to be really weird is we're going to come into Sunday's episode and people are going to look at this and they're going to go, what on earth has happened? What has he done? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I've always wanted to do it, Fanner. I know, I probably sound like a broken record when I talk about it, but I always wanted to do it. The whole community thing. I wanted to do it on my first channel, but it was difficult because of the nature of the channel, you know, like the subject matter and stuff. And at the time, I think it was just hard to get over. But yeah, it's worked a treat over here. I've loved every minute of it as well. Like, the community thing is just so good. Can't beat it. What helps though is it's a good community as well. Like, it's a good bunch of people. It's not very often that I'll moan about someone that's left a comment. Like, I know I did today, but he was a moron. But yeah, it's not even very often that I moan about anybody that leaves comments or anything like that. So yeah, it's pretty good. I really enjoy it. Let's get this in. This is very much just going to be like a daughter's lawn. It's going to be very, very basic. I don't want to go like too over the top with all of the decorations and stuff like that. I want to keep it really low key, this one. Chewy, I'm still working on what I was. It's gonna take a little while. Nothing really happens too quick, especially when I build while I'm streaming. I love a chat, you know. But it's getting there. It is getting there. I wish we had like a really thin pane of glass. I think that would be quite cool. It's not that thin, is it, this bit of glass here? See, look, a gate like that. Oh, it would have looked so nice on the exhibit. Nightclub, back at it again. What you'll all have to do, those of you that are playing the game, is send your pictures on the Discord in the Planet Zoo chat of your otters and all the new animal habitats. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see what you guys are doing. But yeah, there's a section on the Discord, if you remember, it's called Planet Zoo Chat. That's the best place to post all that stuff. So yeah, I would really like to see it. It'd be really cool. You all get to sit and look at my stuff all the time. Be nice to look at your stuff. Oh, I'm going to have to do that fence there again, aren't I? Oh, no. Oh. Why am I such an idiot? I'm not the fastest, to be fair, Lexi. I'm really not. I do feel like I take my time with stuff. I procrastinate. That's my biggest problem. Is I sit and I think about stuff too much. Like today's stream is a prime example of that. Rather than just cracking on with it, I sat talking for ages. Took me forever to delete stuff. I'm just as bad. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, don't use franchise that much. I just use Sandbox and turn it into franchise by like just turning the money on. But you just don't have to worry about all the research and stuff then. True. Very true, Faneral. It's like, for instance, talking about, speeds and how we build and that. I've not really done a lot of Like, I said, oh yeah, I want to get stuff finished. But like, we're potentially into the last half hour now. Whatever happens, next episode we are putting the Cayman in. I might do this stuff off screen. Do you know what's mad is how much money we've made from deleting all that stuff out, and we're going to have such a low-key habitat out here instead now. Elephant grass trick is the one, Fanarol. It is the one. I love that trick. Yeah, there's always Thursday. There is always Thursday, but guaranteed Thursday stream. That's what we're working on, and that's like even if it takes all stream, the Cayman habitat is what we're working on for sure. I've also got to take a look at all the stuff Kim sent me because I'm going to do a project just using this DLC. Yeah, the off-stream work. Yeah, sometimes Nightclub it can take on a whole sort of beastie sort of its own. You know, sometimes I'll just work for an hour, and then there'll be other nights like the other night where I nearly pulled an all-nighter basically to get the bears and wolves done. But yeah, it was just like I was just on it. And I think I probably started that at like 9 o'clock in the evening, and I was still sitting on at about 2:30 in the morning, and that's when what's his name, Carlos, contacted me and said, you know what, I'm gonna start that thing that you wanted. Do you still want it? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. And then he went, are you from Australia? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just up at some ungodly hour working on Planet Zoo. And he thought it was brilliant. But yeah, there are days where I can really get into it. Like, well, it's crazy, but some of you might remember that not so long ago, I didn't even want to play the game. I needed a big break from it, but now I can't stop playing it. Oh, of course, they're massive pieces. You know what? We'll try and do them somehow. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Because each new DLC, they just they improve on the pieces as well that they give us. That. Like this time, they've given us the excuse me, they've given us the fake rock, and that's just it's going to make such a huge. It's going to have such a huge impact on how we make habitats look. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, apply that. A nice little gate. So apologies for going a little quiet, gang. Apologies. I was just trying to concentrate on this. Trying to get this sorted before we leave. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a small building, is there? No. I'm starting to annoy myself with how stupid I'm being. The best way is to try and disguise this. I do, but Plastic Swans, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm really sorry, guys, that I'm being quiet. I'm in the zone at the moment. Keeps unfollowing you from channels. That's really weird. And probably very annoying on your part as well. You find all the people you like and then... this is where we... I have to remember how I did it. No. It's just not. I need to go up a bit. Just need a bit more room. Oh my god. I need to shave. I've got itchy beard. A great big bushy beard. I was watching I'm not sure if everyone's seen it, but Hot Fuzz. I was watching Hot Fuzz earlier and that bit in it kills me. You get a great big bushy beard. I'm not going to use the glass door here. I'm going to use this one. Nice. And then I might just make a bit there. I might, can I change that? You beauty! Excuse me, apologies for that, guys. We are getting creative here, aren't we? Now, I understand because this is path, there's not much I can do about the clipping, and they will cut the corner, so I don't know. I'm going to try and hide some stuff. And see if that stops it. Might put a bin here or something just to see if it'd stop it. Just because I don't want to see this door. That is all. Do you not like the texture on this one then, Fanerol? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Yes, this is nice. So yeah, might just go that way a little, up, back, and put a little bit of bedding inside, just so they've got somewhere to go, in case it's wet and whatnot. But yeah, this is very much just. I think we'll decorate it. We'll decorate it after. I have to leave an opening for the staff. Yeah, it really is. It really is everyone's best friend, the plaster wall. Because as you've just seen, like we were going to encounter a big problem there, but the plaster wall has saved the day massively. Because I didn't want this building to be massive, like it, because it doesn't need to be. It's just on the corner. If you build close enough to the door, they'll clip through it. No opening needed. Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, okay. They'll clip straight through. Ah. So, are you suggest? Right, that's actually really good to know. I didn't know that at all. Willem, how are you doing? Thanks to the Gates hitbox. Right, I didn't know that. A bit of me. A bit of me wants to leave it like that. I'm not sure how you lot feel about it. But yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to do anything too crazy here because it's just a little lawn, isn't it, for our tortoises. So I didn't want to go too mad. Yeah, jobs are good un. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a bit of go away green. You know what? These are annoying me. See this wanna be famous? They're annoying me, right? I've set it up so they shouldn't happen, and I'm still getting it. Spam. Go spam someone else. Honestly, what is the point? You can't even get bedding in there. Yeah, I do. The thing is, Lexi, I'm awful at this because I'm so new to Twitch. I don't know it that well. Like YouTube, I've been on and off of YouTube for like 4 years or so, so I sort of get the gist of YouTube, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm still learning over here. And every time me and my brother go to sit down to sort it out, something comes up. Yeah, it is true. But no, I'll get it. I will get it all in. I'll get it all in line at some point. I wasn't gonna, but you know what? I'm gonna have some sort of like official opening here. I think this building's kind of taken on a life of its own as I've been building it. The smallest staff building I've ever made in my life, but yeah, it'll work. It will work. It's a very small enclosure, isn't it? It's a very, very small enclosure. Compared to, it's about the same size as the one over there. I'm not sure we're going to be able to have all those animals. I think we might just have to have the 2 adults in here. I'm going to put them... Oh, actually, it might help if I do the fences first. And then I'm going to get the animals in, because obviously I want to see... if they'll actually work. Gonna have to change that planter, I think. I have to go back. Well, actually, no, because that's a gate there, so... Okay, trade centre. I'm going to just put the adults in here. Right, let's press play. And those youngsters, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'd like them to add some more like shops and stuff. I'd like a face paint install. I think that'd be sick. Because you see that a lot on zoos, especially over here in the UK, and that'd be pretty cool. Okay, the clip's not too bad. Here we go, moment of truth. This is when we find out it's really small. This is all going to need moving back. Yep, very small. But you know what? We can get away with it. We can get away with it. Maybe you could replace a bit of fence with wall at the spot. Yeah, like here. Yeah, here. I'm actually thinking of pulling this back actually, making the building there. We'll do that now actually. But yeah, I do agree. The fence doesn't need to be where it is, so we can actually make this building. I'm worried about taking up too much room more than anything. Yeah, let's try and get some shape to this building. And you get to like there. Right. Right, let's see if that changes. See if they can go in there. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. It's only a little. It's just so that if it rains, they've got somewhere to go. It's not massive. I might put one of those little ones that we've got over in the other bit anyway, over here. But... so all that needs to be pushed back, which is a pain in the bum. Put that there. It's an easy enough fix. Yeah, that bit there definitely needs to go. That could have done with going back a bit because that just looks a bit janky. But that's not going to be an easy fix. Take that to there. It's not going to be easy. Just the way it's poking out. And I might put a little planter there on the corner, but yeah, I'm gonna have to call that a stream, guys. We started at 5:30. It's now 9 o'clock. That's got to be one of the longest streams we've ever done. It really, really has. Yeah. Yes. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna call that a stream. What we're gonna do, if I can remember how to do it, is the gamesman. I'm cool, man. I hope you're well. Yeah, we're gonna call that a stream. It's been good. I've loved it. I'm gonna save this because I haven't done that, and that would be idiotic, wouldn't it? We'll save it on that one. Yeah, we'll save that there. We'll call this a stream. Thank you everyone for coming through. Really, really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Football Manager tomorrow night, and then we'll be back on Thursday for some more of this. Thursday, we are doing the Cayman. If it kills me, we are doing the Cayman habitat. And we're going to put the terrapin and stuff in. And yeah, just thanks, basically, for joining me. It's been amazing. If you've not already followed, consider doing so. Make sure you head over to the YouTube channel. Check all that stuff out as well. And we are going to raid. We're going to raid Zoofluencer. If I can remember how to do it. If I can remember how to do it. I can't remember how to do it. I can't remember how to do it. What is wrong with me? How do it? No worries. No worries. I will see you all Thursday. I appreciate you all coming on and spending like the whole evening with me. It was amazing. I've had a lot of fun tonight. A lot of fun. But yeah, believe it or not, we did get a lot done. We got a hell of a lot done tonight. Yeah, we're going to get even more done on Thursday. It's going to be another long one on Thursday, probably a 3-hour stream. So yeah, that should be pretty decent. Is it? Can I ask, Banral? Is it just Zoofluencer, the same as it is on YouTube? His name. Semi. I'm about to leave, unfortunately, but I'm going to be raiding someone else's stream. So you could possibly head over there and they might be able to show you. So yeah, head over to Zoofluencer. I'm sure they would really appreciate it. But my friends, until next time, make sure you say that I'm raiding. I'm the one that's sending you over there. Give me some hype, give him some hype, and yeah, give his stream a go. He's a fantastic Planet Zoo creator. But my friends, I am off. I will see you all next time. Laters.
for your follow.